So I thought I'd have a nice end of year session pike fishing to try and end off the year with a big catch. Now I knew this would be hard to catch because anything I put in the water for pike to bite, they choose not to. With that being said, I hope you all enjoy the watch. Dead baiting at a marina for pike. One of my favourite locations to pike fish are marinas because it stocks so many of the things. I've got the dead bait on the trebles and I'm going to get out there right now. So I'm ready to cast this mackerel. I believe, actually no, it's a dace. I'm going to cast the dace dead bait out now. I'm not too sure where. I think I'm going to go just about there, right by the margin. So let's give it a cast. You know what, that'll do, right in the middle. I'm sure a pike will be there. Now this marina that I'm at, it's sort of just a boat turning point for the barges. But I've heard stories of a 30-pound pike coming out of here, and loads of little ones as well. And there's even canal carp in this bit apparently. I've never seen them with my own eyes, but there's meant to be a good stocking of fish here. And of course, I'm here today on the dead bait to catch a pike. I'm not feeling the 30-pound one. I don't fancy catching that one today. But I fancy catching just a nice little 10-pounder or something like that. And theoretically, I should catch a pike today because it's the perfect day for it. It's freezing cold out, the water's freezing cold, which is perfect for a good 10-pound pike. I've got the forceps ready, bought a new pair because my old pair broke. These ones are just the right size to get in the pike's mouth to unhook it. So I'm prepared. We're also trying to double the chances of catching this pike today. Arnie's over here lure fishing with his lure rod. Got some nice lures, just been tossing them out for the past 10 minutes whilst I've been setting up. No luck as of yet, but I'm sure there's a chance. Sadly a boat is coming, so I do have to reel this bad boy in. I've caught pike from other canals and other venues like big ponds and lakes, but I've never caught one from this specific canal. This is my local canal, and I really want to catch one out of here because I've been trying so much to catch one. And I think today might be the day. I just recasted, a massive recast, and the thing came flying off, so now I've rehooked the thing quite nicely actually. I'm proud of that hook, and I'm going to cast it as far as I possibly can. The float is now out. It's quite far out, just by that thing there. I don't know if you can see it, there's a little red dot somewhere. A guy who's just walked past who was fishing here not long ago, about a day or two back, and he's just shown me a photo of the 12-pound pike he's had out of here, so that's restored my faith. I'm quite convinced I'm going to catch one. The lure's just whipped up something weird. We was convinced it was a fish, but apparently not. It's like a rag or something. That's pretty disgusting. There's 100% fish active in here today as well. I've been watching the top of the water, and then them pools of ripples come up. You know when there's a fish on the surface and it swims off and leaves them ripples? They've been coming up a lot. I've had half an hour just watching the float since I last recasted, and I've watched the float ever so patiently, and it was out there right in that corner bit, and it's just drifted in, and it's now there, quite close to me. It's got about just over halfway inwards. No luck on the lure rod with Arnie either, as per usual. We never catch on lures, it's not our thing, but you'd think we'd have at least had some sort of bite or take, but nope. So as you can see behind me, it's getting a bit darker, not very dark, but we've got about an hour left of daylight, which is pretty good. That's enough time to catch me a pike. My float is just there, and there's bubbles coming up around it everywhere. There's so many of them, and they've just been popping up everywhere. There's another one there, and there's ripples coming up around it. So there's definitely some action by the dead bait, but I'm just not catching the fish. But I'm going to be patient, and I'm going to give it another hour and a half, I'd say. I'm going to try and just go for as long as I can, and even if it gets dark, I'm going to try and stay out for a bit longer, because I really want to catch a pike today. It'll be a nice end of the year catch, nice way to end off the year, and I think it'll be just awesome to catch a pike out my canal. I'm fed up of this floating, and it keeps floating towards me, and it's getting a bit too close for my liking, and I don't think any pike will be right on the margin. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, I've just reeled it in, a little bit of line loose, and I'm going to cast it out again, probably towards the middle central there. I haven't cast it over this side yet. There we go. Oh, that was decent to be fair, right by the barge. I'm sure there'll be a pike under there. I think a good reason why I've not caught yet is because I'm using this dead bait. It's good dead bait, of course. It's herring. I've got a 4-pack of herring, but on the canal I should be using more natural baits such as roach and rudd, because they're native to the UK canals. It's what pike often eat in the canals. So I think next time I dead bait, I'll come with roach and rudd. I might even live bait them, because I've heard live baiting's good here. but you never know. I was convinced I was having bites then, but I'm just tweaking. It's got to be the wind, because it's very windy out at the moment, and I'm thinking I've got bites because I've been here for so long with nothing. The sun is setting behind me, as you can see. That's a really nice sunset actually, but you can see the sun is starting to set now. I've not got too long left. I'd say I've got about 20-25 minutes until I do have to head in, until it's getting dark anyway, that is. But I'm going to keep at it, because the longer you keep at it, the more likely you are to catch. Quickly pick this rod up. I think I have got bites. Just there's ripples right by it, and it's under. Fish on, mate? Nah. Oh, there was something on. There was definitely something on. The bait's still there, which is good though. I'm going to quickly recast this. Just going to swing it over. I don't want to get it far. I want to go in a different place. I'm going to go where it's sort of narrower, because over here I think it's a bit too wide. But there is perfect. So I did that recast just behind me here, actually, by the boat, and it's already drifted halfway in, and it's really come close in now. It's right by the border. It's just there, the floaters, and it's pretty close, about 2 meters radius I'd say from it. But that's no good, because there won't be a pike that close in. Meaning I've got to do one final recast before I do eventually leave, because the sun, it's still setting, there's still daylight left, but not much. And obviously I want to make the most of the time I'm here, so I'm just going to get out to a location in the water, obviously, where I think will do me good. Right, I'm going to reel this in really quickly, because I'm on a snag and it's too close into the edge. So that's no good. The snag is now off, the fish is still on, the dead bait. And I'm just going to have one final cast before I end up leaving. That was good, right in the centre where a pike probably would lurk. But I am absolutely gutted, because I've been here about 2 hours now, and I've had nothing but that one bite, which I missed. There was definitely something on. I felt it, but I don't know, it must have bit at it but not got hooked and slipped out. I don't know, could have been anything. So there's sign of action here. There's people who have been here recently, in course. So I'm next in line. I am. I'm not too sure what time of day pike are mostly active, but I have a rough idea. I think it's early morning and late evening. It's currently heading on towards late evening. I'd say it's still around about midday, but it's approaching the late evening section of the day. So whether that'll give me any luck or chance of catching, I don't know. Saying this though, I've heard a noise and there is a barge on its way down. Just down there. Don't know if you can see, but there's a barge approaching. That's no good for me. The second that boat comes past or turns around or whatever it's doing on the way over here, all the fish are going to be spooked. I think this is my sign to start packing away. Well, sadly I've got to pack away, because not only because it's getting dark now, but a barge is coming and there's no point in fishing, because the swim will just be spooked. There'll be no luck at all then. So there we are, I'm all packed away now. I think this dead bait here, I'll stick back in the pack. I won't throw it in the canal for a pike to nibble on, because it's in perfect condition, so I can reuse it next session. There we are, 4 beautiful dead baits in the packet, ready to be used next time. But of course, next time I do dead baiting on the canal, I think I'm going to be using more native baits to the canal, so I'll be using roach and rudd, gudgeon maybe, I don't know, whatever I can find. Well, sadly that's the session packed away now, and I couldn't catch a pike. Really thought I was going to today on my local canal, because I've heard so many stories of them coming out here recently, but today just wasn't the day. I'm sure next time I come here though, I'll bag up. But with that, I'm going to have to wrap the video up here. And I'm pretty sure this will be the last video of the year on my channel, so what a year it's been, eh? Started out my channel, got a load of videos done, some bangers for you guys, grown my channel, grown an audience. It's been pretty good. So yeah, this will be the last video of the year. I'll see you next year, 2025, in the next video. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video down below. Subscribe to my channel whilst you're down there, and turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos that come out on my channel. Have a happy new year. I'll see you on the next upload, which will be next year I guess. So peace for now.